The story that I have for you today is called The Doorbell Rang, and it's by Pat Hutchins. And it's kind of like a math problem the whole way through, and you'll see what I mean. I made some cookies for tea, said Ma. Good, said Victoria and Sam. We're starving. Share them between yourselves. I made plenty. That's 6 each, said Sam and Victoria. They look as good as Grandma, said Victoria. They smell as good as Grandma, said Sam. So there must have been 12 cookies because they each got 6. And I know that 6 plus 6 is 12. So they shared them. No one makes cookies like Grandma, said Ma, as the doorbell rang. So as the doorbell rang, it was Tom and Hannah from next door. Come in, said Ma. You can share the cookies. Now they won't be able to have 6 each. Now they have to figure out how to share 12 cookies between 4 kids. That's 3 each, said Sam and Victoria. They smell as good as your grandma, said Tom. And look as good, said Hannah. No one makes cookies like Grandma, said Ma, as the doorbell rang. It was Peter and his little brother. Come in, said Ma. You can share the cookies. Now they have to figure out how to share those 12 cookies with 6 kids. That's 2 each, said Victoria and Sam. They look as good as your grandma's, said Peter, and smell as good. Nobody makes cookies like Grandma, said Ma, as the doorbell rang. Uh-oh. It was Joy and Simon with their 4 cousins. So Joy, Simon, and 4 cousins. That's 6 more people. Come in, said Ma. You can share the cookies. So there's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 cookies, 12 people. That's 1 each. So everybody gets 1 cookie, said Sam and Victoria. They smell as good as your grandma, said Joy. And look as good, said Simon. No one makes cookies like Grandma, said Ma, as the doorbell rang. Oh no. And rang. I think they're afraid to answer it. Oh dear, said Ma, as the children stared at the cookies on their plate. Perhaps you'd better eat them before we open the door. We'll wait, said Sam. It was Grandma with an enormous tray of cookies. How nice to have so many friends to share them with, said Grandma. It's a good thing I made a lot. And no one makes cookies like Grandma, said Ma, as the doorbell rang. Oh my goodness. They had to use all of their math skills to find out how they would share those cookies. Math really comes in handy. All right, SK blend, sk. SC blend, also sk. Sw. Sp. Sp. St. Sm. 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 Sl. Sl. All right, let's practice some high frequency words, including the very first word here that you got last Friday. Spell it with a little bit of rhythm, friends. T-H-E-R-E. There. That. 2 words with digraphs right off the bat. Said, was, were, but, up, for, and, had, it, the, has, in, he, a, is, him, on. Haggerty time. Tell me if they rhyme or if they don't. Slap, snap. Snack, stink. Swift, snip. Stick, slick. Scab, slab. Sting, sling. Slip, sled. They both have the SL blend, but they don't sound alike at the end, and that's where rhyming counts. Swim, slim. Slam, slot. And stock, smock. Yes. All right. Tell me the blend you hear at the beginning of these words. snap, sn, swept, sw, slip, sl, sped, sp, skunk, sk. All right. Tell me what you hear. I'm going to break these words down into their sounds. You tell me what you hear. Stack, stack, spell, spell, skill, skill. How about slot, slot? I almost started doing it backwards again. Smudge, smudge, slim, slim, scan, scan, spend, spend, snug, snug, and slob, slob. You're not a slob, are you? If you're a slob, that means you're really messy. Tell me the sounds the vowel sound that you hear in these words. Lamb, am, fell, sit, caught, cut, how about leg, pot, hat, ill, and nut, right? All right. Now, you are going to have to chop up these words. And I know even in the live lessons, kids are hesitant to get their choppers out, but it's so important. If you let me do all the work, it's my brain that's getting smarter. So I need you to share in that workload. You got to get those choppers out and tell me all the sounds you hear in the word stem. 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 You remember the word stem when we studied plants, right? Sled. Sled. How about the word stick? Ick. Tell me all the sounds in smock. Smock. How about skull? Sk-oh. Skull. Swing. Swing. Ooh, that's a lot. How about snack? Snack. Tell me all the sounds in slept. Slept. Gotta really do that turtle talk to get all those blends in there. Smug. 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 And remember, it's just like saying it slow. You're just listening for each individual sound. And it helps you with spelling. And it will help you with reading too. All right. We are changing the blends. So we've got the word sled. We're going to change the sl to sp. Sped. Sped. And remember, these words rhyme because we're not changing the ending. Sled, sped. All right. So your word's going to rhyme with snip because that's what we're starting with. So snip, change the sn to sk. Skip. Spill, change the sp to st. Still. Swag, change the sw to sn. Snag. And stan, change the st to sk. Scan. This time, we're adding the S to the beginning. So we're going to start with the word can, and we're going to add a S to the beginning. So we have can, scan. Kit, add s, skit. Whim, add s. So you got swim, swim. Tuck, add s, stuck. Lamb, add s, slam. Slam. All right, take away the S. Separate the blend. So this word, slop, it has an SL blend. Slop. When you take away the S, the L is still there. So you have lop. So slop. Still, take away the S. Till. Slump. Take away the S. Lump. Spat. Take away the S. Pat. And skin. Take away the skin. All right, one more day for Mary, Mary, quite contrary. Mary, Mary, quite contrary. How does your garden grow? With silver bells and cockle shells and pretty maids all in a row. All right, I'll see you in a few minutes. We're going to warm up with a little bit of vowel sound, changing those vowel sounds like we've been doing, and we're going to blend some words together to read and spell.